boxing.
Okay, welcome back everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're having a good day whatever you're doing. We just got some great news in the boxing community. Okay, the fight has not been officially signed yet, so I don't want to be one of these channels that's like putting out false news. As per Mike Coppinger through ESPN, reports are that the deal has been done. It hasn't been officially signed. So November 19th, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Bud Crawford. What a fight. Unbelievable fight. We've been waiting a long time for this. I don't want to jinx it, but my goodness, what a fight. I'm just doing this early thoughts video. I like to get my thoughts out. I'm excited. I'm ready for this fight. We've had a great year. When I say we, I'm talking about just boxing fans that love the sport. I know there's a lot of fanboying going on out there and that's all good, you know, just don't go overboard with it. But, you know, either way, whoever you're supporting, the fans win, because this is a truly remarkable fight. Stylistically, what a beautiful matchup. You've got the methodical, you know, chop the tree down Errol Spence with the good, solid, firm power. You know, power is a funny thing in boxing. I might do a separate video on that, but like he's obviously dealing with Crawford's power too, more explosive, more wiry, you know. So, but Spence, I'm going to talk about what I think might happen in the fight right now. I think, you know, obviously Spence, he's going to look to be Spence, isn't he? He loves coming forward, pumping that jab. He's got the most used jab in the welterweight division, I believe. I think it's thrown or landed. I'll leave a comment below just to make sure I don't get my facts wrong. But he throws the most amount of jabs. He's very, very active with it. He's a pressure fighter. He likes to get you back on the ropes. He likes to work the body with his signature body shots down here. 3-2 or 3-4, excuse me, 4-3. Pinning you up against the ropes, using his, like, you know, head control and framing people and just getting inside and doing some damage on that body. And, you know, that is going to be one of his key parts in the fight, probably. Will Crawford let him do that? Will Crawford be able to take his jab away like Porter did to a degree? And, you know, even like Ugas and Porter were the two that managed to take Spence's jab quite significantly down. So, you know, we'd imagine Bud Crawford would come out southpaw. So then you got two southpaws against each other. Okay, that makes it interesting. I'm going to do a bit more film study and release another video on this. Definitely one or two more, because it's such a great fight. And I want to, you know, I'm just doing this off excitement. I just saw the news and I was like, man, I've got to do an early thoughts video. I've got to talk about this fight because, you know, it could be the fight of the decade. It really could. It's just a remarkable matchup. And obviously the undisputed welterweight title is on the line. Both guys, like I said, are undefeated. There's a lot of bragging rights, a lot of history with these dudes. The fight's been talked about for all years, you know, and it looks like we're going to get it. So hopefully they can get this signed November 19th. And, you know, I want to talk about exchanges too. So if like, you know, the fight does get aggressive or it gets into that, you know, exchange zone, I think you'd have to favor Spence, right? I think you'd favor Spence. He tends to keep his chin a little bit more tucked, you know. He likes to throw slightly tighter punches. Crawford gets a little wide with his shots for the exchanges. Crawford is an elite counter puncher, okay? And he's an absolute superb fighter. But I think the exchanges with Spence would be in Spence's favor. You know, they both have really good chins. Spence, in his last fight, looked, you know, fantastic, but he did get hurt quite badly against Ugas. And that little episode he had where he kind of something, I forget, it was something to do with the mouthpiece, and he kind of switched off and Ugas, you know, clocked him and hit him, pushed him up against the ropes. That was bizarre, you know. That was very, very weird to see. And, you know, Spence called it a schoolboy error. I hope it wasn't anything to do with his, you know, his previous health issues. Probably not, but be that as it may, he did get clipped in that Ugas fight, and you would expect Crawford to be able to do worse should he be able to land clean like that. So But then again, they both got such a a deeper level to go to. These are true champions, both of them. And I think Crawford, he could fight a really intelligent, tricky fight, like he did with Postol. He could just be the master boxer in there. He's very capable of doing that. It could diffuse the fight and take the sting out of it, and box from the outside and keep Spence's jab at bay, keep the exchanges at bay, keep off the ropes, keep those moments where Spence works his way in and is able to pin you up against the ropes and do damage. I mean, if Crawford can eliminate all of those and just masterfully counterpunch Spence, perhaps it might not be the fight of the decade, but I can see that happening. I can also see Bud Crawford being Bud Crawford and being aggressive and wanting to fight Spence. But if he does that and he pulls out a performance like he did against Mean Machine, which he still got the win and he still did what he had to do, like I said, that would favor Spence in my opinion. But I've got to watch more tape to really understand how this fight's really going to go. This is purely just an excited boxing fan video. I keep repeating myself. Apologies for that. I'd love to know your thoughts on this fight. I know there's a lot of opinions out there. A lot of people. I would personally favor Bud Crawford on points. 12 round. Like a close win, if you will. I can't see him being in that, clear win. And I don't think either guy will stop each other. But given how tenacious these guys are and how animalistic they are, especially Bud, I can see a stoppage as well. But I wouldn't bet on that. I think it's going to go to points. I would favor Bud Crawford, like I mentioned, just a slicker, smarter. He's got the more explosive power. Spencer's got the more thudding, accumulation power. But they both have power, and it's just an unbelievable fight. I hope it gets signed in the next few days. Let me know your thoughts. Boxing on the Edge. Take care of yourself. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. It's got to come from here. Have yourself a great week. Take care of yourself.